Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Wolak. I'm here with you each and every day at 8 a.m. as we continue to explore this thing that is living, this thing that gives us excitement, this thing that makes it all worthwhile, and that is life. And so today I looked at the idea of, are my needs fulfilled? And you know what? My needs are fulfilled. But what makes me feel unfulfilled are my wants. I want this, I want that. And wants are always something that you perceive as missing, that is in the future. So anytime you are in a wanton state, you're not present in the now. There's no possible way that when you're in wanting that you can be present in now. You're focusing on what's not there. And there's no possible way when you're wanting that you can be in a state of gratitude. And to be in a state of gratitude is to be fully present in the moment. And so it really, when you look at everything in this very moment, right here, right now, you have everything you need because you're breathing, you're alive, you're present. It's only our ego that says to us, we need more. Think about all the things throughout time. People didn't have running water. They had everything they needed. People didn't have air conditioning. They had everything they needed. Needing means, am I able to fully experience life in this moment? And you can fully experience life in this moment with nothing. Just by being present with yourself, being present with the breath, being present looking out at nature, being present with the people that you're with. There are no needs. Those are created within, and those needs, we keep creating greater and greater and greater ideas of what we need in order for us to be happy. And the fact of the matter is, it puts us in a cycle. We're never happy. When our needs are fulfilled, when our wants are fulfilled, it doesn't make us happy. We want more. You see, being in a state of wanting keeps us wanting more. It's a never-ending loop. You buy yourselves a Mercedes. Guess what? The second you got it, probably a week later, you want something different. It no longer excites you. It no longer enthuses you. The newness, it's a want. It's not a need. Here's a need. Accept yourself. And you can do that no matter where you are and what you have. Because if you can accept yourself, you are in the deepest state of love. And when you accept yourself, do you realize when you accept yourself, there are no needs because you've accepted yourself. And that is pure love. It's fascinating. Yesterday, I'm putting together a talk that I want to do. I'm not going to do it on a Sunday. It's going to be a special talk. And the talk is going to be on what is agape. What is agape? Agape is Greek for unconditional love. I may title it two different ways and put it on YouTube. What is agape? And then maybe what is love? And I've really uncovered that we have become so disillusioned with the definition that we call love. And my wife and I were just chatting a little bit this morning about that. And I said, love has nothing to do with sex. Sex is a biological urge between two people who are attracted to each other and give the other permission to share that. Do you get that? This whole idea that I love you, therefore I'm going to have sex with you. No, that has nothing to do with love. Absolutely nothing. But we've been brainwashed to believing it. Henry says, hello, I'm happy to be here. Always wanted to be here live. I'm reaching you from Port Harcourt in Nigeria. Well, Henry, so grateful to have you join us. It's a pleasure having you be with us and to be with us live. Hey, if you got comments or questions, write them in there. I'll be happy to talk about them. Love doing that. And I got Dee Dee out there. Dee Dee's here. Good to see you, Dee Dee. Yeah, this whole idea of putting together this talk on love is causing me to go really, 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 really deep into the idea and go beyond the superficial level that we've been taught. And do you realize that almost everything we've been taught by our parents, by society, is all superficial? Do you know why? Because that's all they know. They don't know any different. They just don't know any different. They're not bad. They just don't know. How to slow the perception of time, Keshav says. The only way that I know, here's what I do know, Keshav. When I was young like you, time went real slow. The older I get, the faster time goes by. And I believe I was talking with someone, they said there are scientific studies that say that's how the mind perceives it. When you're younger, the mind perceives time slower. When you're older, it perceives it going faster. So here's what I know about me and time. And that is when I'm fully present doing what I'm doing, I have no concept of time. I'm immersed in that activity, in that way of being. And so for me in that moment, time disappears. I was sit down putting together this talk on love yesterday. Time disappeared. I had no idea how much time I spent on it. It just disappeared. Sandra Lynn's out there. She says, say to yourself, I've got all the time in the world. You do. You've got infinity. The soul aspect of you will be here for an infinite time. It's only the ego that perceives time as a negative thing. Here's what I say. Do the most with what you got in the time you've got. And make what you're doing something that lights you up, that gives you joy. But when you're doing things that don't give you joy, time just, oh my God. Can it ever be over? Do I have to keep going through this? Oh my God. No, when I'm in the flow, time doesn't go faster or slower. Time disappears when I'm in the flow. It's only when I'm not in the flow that I notice time. That's my experience. That's all that is. I don't know it's true for anyone else out there. So, what do you need? You need nothing. You've already got everything you need right where you are. You're tapped in. You're connected to infinite source because you are infinite source expressing. You have a body. You have a mind. And from that, you experience life. Everything else is a want. You are wanton people. That's what you are. You're a wanton people. You're wanton. You know what I mean? Thank you, Rose, for that compliment. Yeah, you know, Rose, I'm here doing what I love to do. I'm actually sharing with you every morning what's on my mind that morning. So what I'm doing is I'm actually processing with you as a community out there, everything I'm doing. So I'll share with you. I'm really, really, really being led to build a huge, huge meditation group. And some of you are already in that group. So I'm inviting you. I'm inviting you to join me every morning at 7 a.m. Central Time. And the Zoom link is on my website, agapespiritualcenter.com. Just go to the calendar. You'll find the Zoom link. Join me. Henry says, I'd like to ask out of a topic, is there a difference between God made the universe or God created the universe or God is the universe? Please help explain. Well, first off, here's what I believe. I believe that there is an infinite. Call it God for purposes of this discussion. You can call it infinite mind. You could call it consciousness. You could call it spirit. You could call it infinite energy. But there is one. It is infinite because by definition, there can be nothing other than it. If there's something besides the infinite, then the infinite is not infinite. So if the infinite is infinite, and we look at everything that's out there, that means that everything is part of the infinite. So you could say that the infinite created everything out of itself. The illusion that we deal with every day is that our ego mind thinks we are separate. And so we see things in duality. But the truth is, we're all one. The best answer or definition I can give it is that, Henry, you're a wave on the ocean. And you're expressing uniquely as the wave you are, whether it's big, small, in between, whatever that wave is doing, that's your persona, your personality experiencing in the planet right now. But guess what? That's only the wave you are above the surface of the ocean. The part of you that is below the surface of the ocean is connected to everything it is, and there's no way you can even separate yourself from the ocean. You're just a unique expression of the infinite, as we all are. That's the best I've got right now. And with that, I'm going to say to you, whatever you want, it's okay. Just make sure it's not the source of your happiness. Make sure it's about what you want to experience, because that's why we're here, to be fully present, to fully experience, and then to accept all that life has to offer. With that, I want you to know I love you because I accept you just like you are. Go create your great day. Hey, do me a favor. Share this message. Hit that share button. Let other people see this. Why not? Let's stir up this planet and make it a different place. Until tomorrow, aloha, everyone.